Alright guys, this is just going to be a short video. I was out game hunting today and I came across this joystick and buttons. I believe it's for either PS2 or PC. Basically, cable splits off to a USB or PS2 connector. You got your PlayStation layout buttons there. I'm thinking of pulling it apart and readjusting these colored buttons to match the Super Nintendo sort of layout. Yeah, so I was pretty excited. Picked this up for 20 bucks. It's a little there's a little spot on the back here. I don't know if you can see that. You can basically hide the cable in there. Yeah, basically cable tucks away in there. I'm planning on using this with a Raspberry Pi and possibly hiding that completely in underneath the joystick and buttons. That's it there. Buttons feel okay. They're a little bit soft, but they work. The joystick sounds fine, feels fine. So that's just one of the things that I managed to pick up today. So the other thing I managed to pick up, which I'm pretty excited about, I was on my way out of a Salvation Army or Salvo store, and outside the store there's a box, or basically a bin where people can donate their unwanted items, and I see a plastic box full of wrestling toys. I don't normally follow wrestling, I haven't for a very long time, but I did see this which caught my eye. It's the Ultimate Warrior. Toy's in pretty good condition. He was a very good, well, he was my favourite wrestler growing up, or one of them. Yeah, picked him up, took it inside, showed the lady, said this was in the box, how much you got on this one, and I picked him up for 75 cents, which is a fucking bargain. On the topic of wrestling, I think it'll be wise to have a short video on the top 4 wrestling games. I'm going to be a little bit biased here because I mostly enjoy the stuff from through the 1980 to the 1990s to the early 2000s. Most of the games which I prefer are the ones that had the Ultimate Warrior featured on it. So first one on the list here is the WWF WrestleFest arcade game. In WWF WrestleFest you had 2 game modes, one of which was Battle Royale or Royal Rumble, and the other one was a tag match. Tag match pretty much speaks for itself. You have a mate you can tag in and out with, and you verse another opponent with a tag team. Royal Rumble, basically you started off with 6 wrestlers in the ring, and once you knocked one of those wrestlers out or threw one of those wrestlers out, or pinned them even, they would be eliminated from the ring, and then the next wrestler would come out. So there's always 6 players in the ring at any given time, unless you've just knocked someone out of the ring. Great game. Next one we have on the list here is WWF Superstars, another arcade game. This one also featured the Ultimate Warrior. This game was just a tag team match. you could play 2 or 1 player. Obviously with 2 players, your mate would be your tag team. Otherwise, in 1 player mode, you basically play both characters. The next one we have on the list here is WCW versus NWO World Tour on the Nintendo 64. This one here I played growing up. I know that there's a lot of other wrestling games on the Nintendo 64. Unfortunately, I didn't play any of those other games growing up, hence why this one is on my list. The next one we have on the list here is WWE Legends of WrestleMania. This was another game that featured the Ultimate Warrior, but it did also have a lot of other legends and classic wrestlers on here. Andre the Giant, Big Boss Man, Mr. Perfect, Jake the Snake Roberts, The Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, and the Legion of Doom, just to name a few. That's the only 4 I have on my list, as these are the games that I grew up playing. I know that there's a few other games that do feature Ultimate Warrior. Super WrestleMania on Sega Mega Drive is one of them. That's an okay game, but I'd never really played that one growing up. I also know that there's a newer one, which is WWE All Stars. I believe that was released on the Wii, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Never played that one, so it's not really on my list here. Obviously there's a lot more wrestling games out there, SmackDown for example. I played a few of these games, but I prefer the classics. This is just my personal preference. Anyways, I said it was going to be a short video. 7 minutes later, I better end the video there. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe.